What do we got in here? This looks like a K5 Blazer. Isn't that cool? It's a Chevrolet. This looks like a K5 Blazer as well. Are we gonna do 2 K5 Blazers? That is super sick. Oh, like 2-wheel drive roots, you know? Should we take the K5 Blazers to Daytona?
Hell yeah, brother.
Sweet. Now that we've used every single pack of sticky wheel weights to balance these things out. I'm gonna go chill out in my lounge. Hey, and we're back in the shop. Okay, the last couple videos, you guys seen me put this together. This is a Corvette Z06 that I found out in the junkyard. Made about mid 500 horsepower. We took it to the Nürburgring, and that went spectacular. Whoa! 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 Oh no! But today, we're just gonna shove it off in the corner. It'll be our little garage art piece over there. Actually, no, let's do that right now. If I remember how to do this. Alright, move car, and we're gonna go. Garage entrance C. Yeah, shove it off over there. Looks like we have 2 stall doors with 3 lift bays. Man, I really wish I had a shop like this. And if I ever do make it big, YouTube, this becomes something huge where I start getting monetized and I start getting paid real money, then I will do my best in real life to create a shop that looks exactly like this. Rebuild the Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 garage in real life. That would be an awesome video to make, especially with some in real life content that I have been doing on the side. I have a 1998 Chevrolet Tahoe 2-door, 2-wheel drive that I have some content to put up. But till then, as in the last video, I said we were going to go barn hunting. Now with barn hunting, it's completely randomized just like the junkyard, but usually there's some higher end stuff in there, and the condition of the vehicles is going to be just a little bit better. Of course, the price for those vehicles will also be a little bit higher. Oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this. There we go. And also, like I said, for every level that you do level up in the actual game, you do get a barn location map. I decided to hang on to all of them. I don't know if we're going to go through all of them. I did have a thought of possibly getting Car Mechanic Simulator 2021. That seems to be a lot more in-depth and involving of a game where you can actually paint individual parts. It's more detailed, better graphics, better sound, etc., etc. But I just wanted to get us going and started in 2018. So let's just grab one. Let's grab this guy. Okay. Let's see if we can have it. There it is, right there. Oh no, I just decided to put it back. Okay, we'll grab that one again. Looks like I have some stuff in. Oh goodness, there we go. Inventory, yeah, we'll just sell some stuff here. Get up. Bing, there we go. Barn location map. So memory's horrible with me right now, but if memory serves me right, we should be able to see barn find. I'm not seeing it on there yet. Maybe there's blind. I really don't know how to use it. How do we use it? Do you want to add barn destination? Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
There we go. And this has to be like one of my favorite parts of the game is the junkyard and the barn finds, because it's totally randomized. You have no idea what you're going to find.
You never know what you're going to get.
Or pick up, and it's a surprise every time. And it's so fun. Hey, look at that. I just noticed a calendar from 2017. Anybody born in March? Let me know in the comments below. That's pretty fun. I mean, in all honesty, 99% of mechanic shops and paint shops have an expired calendar somewhere on their walls. Want to put that to the test? Go look in some random mechanic shop. Okay, where we got? I'm looking. Car auctions, barn. I see you. If I can get over. Oh, there it is. Okay, we are going to travel to the barn. Okay, we are in the barn. Oh, we got the hay bales. We got some street signs in kilometers an hour, potentially. Now, in these barn finds, you also find parts. You know, like search the junk here. There's a because this would happen in real life, right? Like, we got Skyline front clam shells. We got an F50 rear clam shell. A Koenigsegg door window, right? I wonder, honestly, in the next, 100 to 150 years, far past our time, far past our kids' time, if people are actually going to barn find some of these cars. GT90, probably not so much. Fun fact, there is one GT90 in existence, and it sits in Oklahoma, Ames, Oklahoma, AMES, Oklahoma, in a museum. But it does actually run. It does have a pretty wild V12 in it. So what do we got in here? This looks like a K5 Blazer! Isn't that cool? Oh, let's take a look at this. We have, it doesn't give a year. V8 carb, 248 horse, that's probably pretty accurate for the era of K5 Blazer, these emission era K5, C10s, etc., etc. And yeah, you can see the body condition, frame condition's in a lot better shape. At the upper right there, it says K5 Blazer lifted. So this would be, of course, a four-wheel drive. I believe, now don't quote me on this and don't roast me in the comments too hard, but the K5 Blazer two-wheel drive is also in. This one has, of course, they call it rear clamshell for the roll bar. That's cool. Casey daylighters. Man, isn't that some 1990s and 80s and 70s? 70s is before my time. I was born in the 80s, but I remember growing up and seeing the roll bars with Casey daylighters. Local law enforcement, even in tiny towns, big towns, cities and stuff, and make you put covers on them. That's fun. So we do actually have K5 Blazer, and I did say in the last video, any real vehicle we find, we're going to buy. So let's oh yes. Yeah, we will buy it, and we're gonna put it in. Let's put it in the garage. Okay, we got the K5 Blazer. Looks like we have something that was Camaro or Firebird-ish over here. What do we got? What's this? We have a Bolt Rolex. Okay, so this is the generic car that's supposed to look like a Firebird. We are not going to buy that. This is a Chevrolet. This looks like a K5 Blazer as well. Are we going to do two K5 Blazers?
You bet your sweet ass for cream.
Oh my goodness! And this is a Chevrolet Blazer K5, so this would, we're just going to call this our two-wheel drive. Looks like we got a two-wheel drive and a four-wheel drive. That is so neat, and it is totally randomized in this game. I'm just looking at the engine swap options. You can do a V12 dual overhead cam, V8 dual overhead cam supercharged. That's pretty cool. V8 two-carb overhead valve supercharged. That's probably the one I'm going to lean towards. Wow, that is cool. Got some high kilometers on it. Now, the average, I can't really calculate kilometers to miles, but if you are watching this and you live in a country that uses kilometers and Newton meters there for the torque rating, then you're in good shape. But me, I'm kind of not knowing, unless I actually go on Google. But let's buy the K5 and let's move it to the garage as well. Now, see, all the barns too, they change in the way they look inside. They're not going to look all the same. This looks like a tiny barn, and this looks like that is all there is in here. So you got the three vehicles, but two of them are K5 Blazers. That is super sick. We can build a lifted one and a slammed one side by side at the same time. So let's get out of here. Let's go back to the garage. Okay, yes, we are back. And it's like they already knew my two-wheel drive roots, There it is. Now, I'm not sure how to actually lower the vehicle. I might be able to keep it stock height or something like that. I have no idea how to actually lower the vehicle. There might be a mod I have to do. Man, this is cool. If it came between this or a Bronco, sorry Ford fans, I would probably take the Blazer. Look at how detailed they got it though. I mean, it says 8350, that is a correct badge. K5 Blazer is correct. Let's take a look in here. Let's take a look. Oh, and it's a manual. Although, we got part of the transmission poking through the floor. That's probably not good. And it looks like bed liner in here. That'd be cool, so you can just power wash the floor out. When it gets dirty when you go mudding. You see rust up on the upper door. That, you know, that could actually happen. These old K5 Blazers did have full steel doors with just a little piece of leather or vinyl on the door, around the window handles and the door pulls. Looks like a steering wheel that would come in something like this. You know, maybe a Grant brand steering wheel. I don't think you'd find a Nardi in here, but these look like 5th gen Camaro seats, possibly. Let's get out of this. Does it have an engine in it? I didn't even look. Oh yeah, we got an engine. And we're gonna call that the old 350. Which, you know, these would come with a 350 or a 305. So that's cool. Cool, cool. 327 maybe if it's old enough. I'm not entirely positive on that. This one too. There we go. This one looks to be in a little bit better shape. I can't get in this one. It's on the lift. But that one looks to be a manual as well. You know, for being a 4-wheel drive, you can see the front axle there. Where's the transfer case stick? But hey, I can't complain. It is just a game. So, which one are we going to build on first? You know, I was really hoping to find like a Ferrari F50 or something in the barn. This is super cool though. Let us move to... We're going to move this one to the far side. We're going to move you way over there. We're going to start on the 4-wheel drive here. Interior detailing kit. Where's my welder? Right there. Let's move to C. And then, of course, do the old magic. $1,000, restore the body. Bing, bang.
Bing bong.
There it is. She's all cleaned up. Look at that. It's pretty. I actually like that dark blue. Man, the mods in this game are so good. The people that make these, mad props to the people that actually put these mods out for free. It's a lot of work to do stuff like this. Okay, we're gonna move you to A now, and we're gonna now eye on that rear quarter panel back there. Boop. Oh, quit the game. There we go. So we got a light blue and a dark blue. That is neat. Back. There we are. Now what should we do first? Should we do body first? Should we do mechanical first? That's another thing that's going to be different in this video. The first video with the Corvette, you've seen me go through and taking nuts and bolts off and reassembling stuff. And I had it sped up too, you know, so I wouldn't bore you with loosening bolts and taking parts off and on, where it would take hours and hours and hours. This I'm going to probably just jump through. I'm going to pre-purchase a lot of parts, just rip stuff off, throw stuff on, and rock and roll. These ones, though, we're going to have a little bit of fun with. As you've seen in the last video in the maps, you know, the workshop maps here. Like when you take this. Oh, I'm sorry, we're missing the round air filter. We'll just use this as an example. Mount Akina, Daytona. Should we take the K5 Blazers to Daytona? Throw them around the Top Gear test track? Yeah, these are super cool. I really do want one of these in real life. But I got the late model version of this, the 1998 Chevrolet Tahoe, so got a soft spot for them. Yep, rear clamshell, that's super neat. Okay, how about we get to work?
It took you long enough.
Bore you anymore? We're going to work on both of these at the same time. Lift, I hope, is rated enough to lift this thing. There we are. We got enough clearance up top. There we are. Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to do things a little different, I think. We're going to rip into the wheels, tires right away on these. Let's take a look underneath here. Yep, that is pretty close to how they really look underneath. You know, this would come with a Turbo 400, Turbo 350 transmission, maybe even a 700 R4. I don't really know if 700 R4 overdrives were available then. And then, yeah, we don't have a front axle. We don't have a front axle on this one. So yes, this is two-wheel drive. And this one is four-wheel drive. Oh, wow. We got the Bluetooth leaf spring purchase. Okay. So this is lifted by nothing but hopes and dreams. Same in the back. We do have dual exhaust. Okay. Yeah, normally those would be bolted up there, but it's a game. Without any further ado, let's get to stripping some parts. And actually, there was one thing, before we start stripping parts, there was something I actually need to do, so I will be right back. So if you noticed in my last videos, I will say, like if you click on it, you see how it zooms in, and then zooms in when you take stuff off. I'm gonna eliminate that zooming feature so I can make a little bit better of a video here. So I will be right back on that. Now let's see if that worked. All right, grab you. Oh, perfect, look at that. You can rip stuff off without it zooming all weird. All right, let's take all the brake shoes off. Brake shoes, yes, brake drums. This is rear drums, of course. Take the axle out of here. Okay, looks like we have the whole suspension and drivetrain completely ripped out of the four-wheel drive. Now let us do the same to two-wheel drive. And while we're under here, I believe we can get the starter. Oh, well, there is no starter. Okay, we'll take the gearbox off. So while taking this apart, and I noticed in the background this banner, I actually have never noticed this banner before. Customize it, garage banner / garagebanner.png. Can we get different garage banners in the shop? Oh, that'd be sweet if I got like giant Sparko or Falcon tires or something like that. Cross. I do have banners in my real garage too, which is really cool. That'd be cool if we could customize like that. But okay, anyway, back to this. Okay, we have the drivetrains now out of both Blazers. I guess now it's down to just getting new parts and slapping them back in. We'll get a good. Oh, hey, you know what I did forget? While I was under here, yeah, we have. Like Gearbox. Hey, this one does have a starter. Look at that. Sure I didn't forget anything really right there, so we don't have to make 10,000 trips to the parts store here like this fuel tank. Okay, well, it seems like we got everything out from underneath both vehicles that we need to be underneath the vehicles for. So I'm just going to cut right to the shops, and the next clip should have everything in store. In store? In stock. No. I'll have everything to put the dang things back together.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
Okay, well, a few things got repaired, so I can start piecing bits of these back together. Just drop the inventory level down so I'm not sifting through a maze of parts. So I'm going to put together as much as possible on both trucks, and then I will go grab the rest of the parts. Anything's not rush. Not too sure how you recondition brake shoes, since that is a wear item. But hey, what a good game this is.
Hey, real funny, Fonzie.
Except for brake drums. You can recondition on a brake lathe, but that's something they don't have in this game, is a brake lathe. That's cool. Look at that. You can see the silhouette of the long, or, well, would you call those long tube headers or mid-length? Let me know in the comments below. I would say, just by the general shape, I would say those are long tubes. Alright. Well, that's about as far as I can go on the two-wheel drive Blazer. Let's see how many parts we can slap onto the four-wheel here. As you can tell, I'm super partial to two-wheel drive. I lived in a state that got a lot of snow and gravel roads, and I kept getting asked, why would you lower a two-wheel drive or get a two-wheel drive in this state? Because I like them, that's why. It makes me unique. I don't look like every other lifted pickup. I thankfully now live in a state where it is essentially the mecca of lowered trucks.
It's like you, now my wrist ain't glitter.
Big truck country down here in the south. And at the time of this recording, it is also pretty close to 1 billion degrees here. That's pretty close to the rear suspension stuff that I'm only going to get. Well, there might be a few more things. Hang on. Okay, well, at least we got the rear axle hung. Bluetoothly, but it's hung. Low hung duck. Alright, next one. In front of this, if I have any parts left. Interesting that the front drive shaft can go in without a transfer case or even the transmission input. We'll just bolt it to the axle and let her dangle. Alright, look at that. Look at that dangles. Angle, alright. Well, looks like I gotta go on a parts buying spree.
9 1/4 hours later.
Okay, after a good run through the shops, I right? Found this out last time. Should have pretty good amount of stuff to put this all back together. So let's start on the 4-wheel drive. Let's see that. Man, look at the Bluetooth suspension. It's the comfiest ride. Rear shock absorber. See, I do forget parts from time to time.
Such a dumbass.
That's okay. All right, with those parts on, now we'll run to the 2-wheel drive. Right, okay. Okay! I think. Well, we're about to find out. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, and I will have to use the spring compressor to swap out some parts here. Okay. Right, looks like we got the suspension all sorted. Let's double check.
Discount double check.
Because that would be my luck. I forgot something here. Usually when the tires show up like this as ghosts, you got pretty well most of everything internally handled. I mean, granted, you can forget shocks or a leaf spring plate or something. Something small. But boy, oh boy, this is looking pretty good. We're back here. Oh my goodness, we're zooming in further. Yeah. On to the 4-wheel drive. Doing a 2-for-1 today. This is actually kind of fun. The fact that they were both K5s too. One lifted and one 2-wheel drive. That was so cool to find. Like, it's totally randomized, so I couldn't have ever known that both of those were going to be in the same barn at the same time on that one map. So I thought that was pretty cool. Let's get the rear end of this put together. Sweet. Okay, we got our car mechanic simulator. Oh, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
That has to be super strong. That's our 16-bolt rear end. Ain't that some? Most 3/4 tons come with a 14-bolt. I got the 16-bolt. What's up? sure if you think the front end is put together well. I believe it is. Feel like I forgot anything except the fuel pump, which we got to go to the Rossa Party Italian party parts. But yeah, we got our tie rods, our leaf springs, all our bushings, brakes. We're kind of, if that's a 16 bolt, this is our Dana 120 up front then. And then outside the transmission and stuff, we have to slap back in here. We're going to do the engine builds separate. And I will go through the engine builds. I won't really fast forward to those too much because that is actually, pretty fun part of this game. Getting in there and building engines. But what did I forget? Why am I running in circles?
Where you going?
What? Fuel pumps. Oh yeah, Radarosa parts. Radarosa? Follow Radarosa on YouTube. That is a pretty fun channel. Very good. Okay, I think we got her all handled for the most part here. I mean, we gotta still pull engine and stuff. Okay. Well, I'm gonna totally empty out the inventory here real quick.
2 hours later.
Okay, with the inventory kind of cleared out, we should try to find some decent wheels and tires for this thing. Now, the 4-wheel drive, we want to keep those kind of beefy, right? Even though I have lowered 4-wheel drives in the past. Oh, I know, sacrilege! Why would you lower a 4-wheel drive? Well, because I had everybody else that had 4-wheel drive trucks in. If they wanted to go beat on them, off-road, and break drive lines, and spend 7 hours cleaning mud out from under their vehicles, I just ride with them. I lived in a state that had snow, so I just lowered it and drove it. Where am I going here? Oh my goodness, I am lost again. Here we go, ADD. Comment down below if you also have ADD or ADHD. I come from an era of the 90s, so Ritalin was a thing. And I'm still kind of all over the place here. Oh, wheels and tires, that's what we're doing. Yes. So that is in my, not there. That is here. Okay, we got 225, 75, 15s. Ooh, wow, why do we have 305, 55, 18s? Squared fitment, all 4. So that's obviously the 2-wheel drive. Isn't it 305, 55, 18, or is that... Hang on. Was it 305s on the 4-wheel drive? What do they look like on here? Oop. Oh, yeah. It's saying Rim Retro 3. There we go. Wow, look at the meat. Oh, I got a lot of room to go in too, don't I? So I can get a different offset. Push that tire in towards that leaf spring. So we're not so pokey-outy here outside the the fender well. But it's a 2-wheel drive, so we gotta go 20s. We have to go 20s. So it doesn't even matter. These wheels are just getting pitched. The wheels are getting tossed. And you know what? Just so make it harder on myself, I'm selling them. There. Yeah, they're gone. Now I have to make my own. So this has been something new for the build on a channel. A build on the channel, not a channel. We have to go find wheels. 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 Rim shop. Okay, we got rims DLC. I did buy that rims DLC pack. So we got some... Oh, there they are! Those are the wheels that... Okay, we might still have to work on the Corvette because Those are the same style and color wheels that I had on my actual one, so I might sneak that one in there. We got the Chromies. Would look good on a two-wheel drive K5 Blazer. Those look like Mercedes-Benz monoblocks. Is that right? Monoblocks? Let me know down below. Oh, look at that, the TE 37s or the TE 37s. Rims are really generic, but where's the 20-inch American Racing Torque Plus 2s? The Budnicks and Boyd Coddingtons. We got Bentleys. Post this on OEM wheels and other makes and models Facebook group. That'd be fun. Those don't look bad. These are, yeah. Corvette salad shooters. Pagani wheels. Well, there we go. These would look alright. Now we're going to go with a 20-inch wheel. We're going to go two of them because we're going to do the rears. They're going to be staggered offset. Oh, now this is the offset. Now I don't know if this is positive or negative, but essentially zero offset is right when the hub mounting surface of the rim, right? The hub mounting surface of the face of the wheel, the part that actually physically bolts onto the axle or the front suspension, wherever you're at. That's in the dead middle of the wheel barrel, right? So you'll have equal distance to the back of the wheel and the front of the wheel. And then you go positive. When you go positive, it pushes the face of the wheel more and the mounting surface out towards you. Negative would be in. I might have that backwards. I don't have Google in front of me. It's one or the other. Positive, negative, offset, and backspace, all that stuff. We're going to give this a shot. So we're going to go... zero offset. Go 25 offset in a 20. It's fun that you don't get the width. Okay. But then we need fronts. And we're going to go at 20. And we'll go more of a 30 or 40 offset. There we go. Let us go to the tire shop now. If it was anything like it was before, we had race tires on the Vet and it was an uncontrollable nightmare. Cue footage of Death Wobble. Oh wow, this thing is soggy. But on this one, I think we're still going to do the same thing. We're going to put race tires on. We're going 20 and 520 millimeter wide. That's so crazy. In the pro touring world, a 345 is pretty common. So we call it a 345 40. 30, yeah, we'll go 40. 345 40 20. The rears and the fronts. Let's go autocross style 305. 305 35s. And we'll go 40. We'll see what a 305. Yeah. Tire machine time.
Hey! Unlock the thing! Take the chain off!
Hey, Freak Joe! You're going nowhere! I got you for 3 minutes! 3 minutes of playtime!
24 hours later.
Okay, now can I actually lower this thing down? There we go. That looks cool. That I wish I could. I really do wish I could lower this. Suck those wheels in a little bit tighter. Drop it down. Maybe lay it out on bags. I want to say Car Mechanic Simulator 21. You can actually do more adjustments and tuning and stuff like that with the suspension. But for now, I mean, for a daily two-wheel drive, that's really not that bad, to be honest with you. But man, we got an engine and cooling system and transmission and all the driveline to do yet. The body, I don't know, this powder blue, this baby blue, sky blue, whatever blue you want to call this blue.
I'm a bluebird.
It's kind of growing on me. I do like black vehicles. but man, especially since I found both in a barn and both are blue. One's light blue and one's dark blue. So one's the Street Machine, one's the Dark Horse here. Or if we can find cowl hoods too. Really liking the KC Daylighters on this one. But we got the suspension, brakes, steering, wheels, tires. After some arduous wheel and tire trial and error on the K5 here. Let me know in the comments below if you know actually what year this is based on the grill. If I was to guess, I would say 1972, 71, 72, somewhere in there. I don't know how to distinguish the 67 or 68 to 72 trucks apart from grills. Or the square bodies after that. Just more like the OBS 88 to 98 stuff is where my specialty would lie. But man, boy, do I have a soft spot for these. And you know, on that note, I think on the next episode, are we going to call it episodes? Or next part? Man, that looks like a carbureted LS. On the next run that we do, we're going to rip these engines out and we're going to rebuild them top to bottom, of course, with performance parts. This one's going to get a supercharger. This one's going to get a... I haven't decided yet. Or should I put the supercharged small block in that one? Or and we do a V12 in this one? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know what engine you think we should do. And just for quick reference, if you guys need to know, if you look at the right-hand side there, it says swap options. So V8 2 carb, so 2 4-barrel carburetors, I would assume that's what that is. V8 1 carb, V8 2 carb overhead valve supercharged, so 2 carbs on a blower, a twin cam V12. I don't know what the V8 twin cam BCN is, or the V8 dual overhead cam supercharged. I'm leaning for both the supercharged engines, the twin cam and the overhead valve, one in one, one in the other. Maybe the dual cam supercharger in the two-wheel drive, right? Call it kind of like your twin cam LS, or making a twin cam something, and then keeping it old school in that boy. But on that note, ladies, gentlemen, everybody in between, thank you so much for watching this video. Smash the like button, subscribe, yeah, help me with those algorithms. No, I mean, if you guys like it. If you want to sub, I just enjoy making content for everybody. We got 2 K5 Blazers and a Corvette now. So yes, on the next one, we're going to do the paint the body, we're going to throw it in the dyno, we're going to build an engine, we're going to put a transmission in it, and then we're going to go drive these things. And as you guys seen on the last video, that's always fun. I'm going to go chill out in my lounge, watch some TV. You guys have a good rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.